Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive in right away and see what's coming your way. If you're enjoying these ones and would like to see more of these, don't forget to give some love and hit subscribe. Let's see what's happening here for you. Okay, I see tears of joy, unexpected good news coming forward. And I also see like here a finger pointing out, which is actually a good omen. This can be like a direction that you're going to receive from an outside source. This is outside of your comfort zone. This direction can be coming as an inspiration, or maybe like literally like you catching the signs and symbols coming into your life. I see here within the first week, timeline wise, I usually do like 4 weeks. I divide the cup into 4, but it can change because this is a general reading and can change as a number also. It doesn't have to be specifically like a timeline. We have like number 1, you can say here, the first week, there is an outside resource coming ahead here. This can be bringing you tears of joy. This can also, doesn't have to be specifically a resource. Maybe you're actually finding yourself in an environment that will really give you tears of joy, that will make you really happy, that you feel complete, you feel content about it. And I even see there's a pathway opening right after that. Somebody is actually opening their arms and like inviting you into a space. This can be like a business opportunity, a new job opportunity coming your way. And maybe even a good friend who has something for you, okay? If you're feeling the energy of like connecting with someone, calling up a friend, this is suggesting that there's something in there. Or maybe a conversation that will actually bring an opportunity to you. I see here there's a cup forming, and I feel like because it's a lighter energy, it's not something that you're receiving. This is something that you're offering, okay? And there's a pathway opening right under it, and it's actually turning to the right direction. Let's say it that way. It doesn't mean the left is a wrong direction. It means that it is actually like really cutting, turning, a swift turn is happening here. How can we interpret this? This is actually something that you're offering. Maybe this can be a service that you're offering. This can be an idea that you have. This can be something that you really wanted to do, you want to accomplish in your life. Or another thing coming to me is this can be a plan that you have about like your financial future. You might be retired, maybe you're not really working, but you can have like an idea of purchasing a house or something, but you're offering something here. Maybe you already have something that you're offering that out there, or like what you have is an energy that you're offering. And when you do that, okay, I will do what it takes kind of energy. When you get into that mindset, I see there's actually the pathways like taking a different turn, okay, which is a very positive thing here. I see there's a woman. She's dressed in black and white. This can be, I even see like a candle burning here. The women, the black and white, the justice energy, Libra, the justice being served, karma is completed. If you have been suffering, maybe because of the financials, this is actually coming to an end. This can be a legal thing that you're challenged with, is coming to an end, accomplishment coming forward. The karma is going to start to work out for you. I see here a letter U. There's 2 people actually. There are 2 people. I see letter S. Can be in one of their first name or the last name. There's a dinosaur head here, and they're discussing over this dinosaur head. And I see also there are different like scenes happening here at the same time within maybe the second week, the beginning of the second week. You see they're discussing one thing here. There's another person like trying to tame their horse, maybe even like a horse like a person, but the person has like an elephant's trunk. So the letter S in the dinosaur head can be like a conversation happening in order to receive something that is yours, or that is something ancient, that is something historical, that might be like inheritance type of energy here that you're discussing with someone, and it's like a little tilted. Maybe this is like a shaky thing that doesn't really have clarity at this moment for you, okay? But when the discussion is going forward, I see like an angelic figure, because they have like kind of like a halo kind of shape above their head, coming ahead and convincing maybe another elephant, which can be someone financially secure, has wealth, abundance in their life. I see letter E here, can be like Eric, Erica, Celine, that has an E in there, can be something like that in their name, or maybe what they do, where they live, coming ahead, and they're making a deal right there, which will actually relieve that burden of maybe have to making a deal. Maybe you feel like you're forced to make a deal there because you don't have another resource coming forward. But I feel like that resource will be handled here. And a divine energy, someone maybe coming out of nowhere, like in an angelic power. And this doesn't have to be like something metaphysical. It can be some person coming ahead with a goodwill and bringing you the solution in this complicated thing. I see that you guys, all of you are sitting on a chunk of money, a massive abundance here, but this is actually, there's a person holding this back. The person, I see like a big hat, kind of reminds me of the Hierophant energy, a Taurus. It doesn't have to be a Taurus holding the things back, but the Hierophant indicates a spiritual authority. Sometimes it can symbolize government. So maybe what you're expecting, waiting for to come is in the hands of like a higher authority, and the convincing or maybe the paperwork, because I see a paper coming forward here. Something necessary means maybe submitted, needed. That's why it's being pushed a little further. But I feel like this person, like kind of like when I put it down, forms like the outside, the border forms actually a butterfly, which indicates a metamorphosis happening with this person's energy. They kind of like in the look like the body of the butterfly right there too. So they're bringing things together. They're bringing peace to your life, maybe even clarity to you, so you can accomplish this thing that you want, or bring the success, this wealth into your life, get the approval from the authority figure. Another person I see here, towards the end of the second week, they're showing up and they have the contract in front of them. Someone with a long nose, okay? Long nose, but is somebody else is pulling their nose too. Kind of like a Pinocchio moment here. If you don't know the story, this is actually a boy carved out of wood by a Geppetto, Master Geppetto. I think he's the toy maker. And then the creator gives him a spirit and he becomes a boy, but he's not a real boy. Whenever he lies, his nose grows. So it is known that he's lying. It is about that, okay? It's not about this person is lying. It is outed now. Everybody knows this person's maybe making wrong decisions, okay? And or like their energy is showing. It's like about that nose thing is about actually showing, okay, it is known. People know that you are not truthful. Okay, so I feel like here somebody else is pulling the nose of the other one. This is whoever this is who has influence, who has authority, but their lies, if you're feeling like they're lying, like, or maybe they're misleading the crowd, it will be outed here. The legal paper can be like an approval or maybe like a legal accomplishment coming afterwards, okay? I don't feel like this is going to take too long, but I see there's a beautiful, massive crowd behind this legal paper. So it can have like a lot of people maybe have been hurt because of this person's behavior. But I feel like you're going to get what is yours in this case, okay? I see there's a pathway opening too. I usually don't go this kind of like a negative routes here, but the energy is showing up, so I want to just speak about it, but it doesn't have to be something that is bringing like massive destruction into your life. I feel like this is something that if you got affected or you heard about, you're going to hear about, you're going to become knowledgeable about maybe some investment that you're planning. You're going to step away from it. You're not going to go with it. It can be something like that as well. It can be something public that you're going to hear about. I see there are two faces right here within the third week. The kind of like a smiley face and the smiley face and like the crying face. Kind of reminds me of the symbol of the theater. If you ever seen that, there's like two masks. One of them is smiling, one of them is crying. So it indicates that duality of the nature of the theater. It cannot be always making you laugh. There are going to be times that are going to be crying. So it might that symbol might have like a specific meaning, but I feel like here, the crying face, after the crying face, the smiley face coming forward, maybe you have been going through this kind of like a hard timeline when it comes to financials, but the smiling time is coming forward here, okay? So if you had like tough time and you're feeling like this is going to be a lifelong thing, and if you keep affirming that, we're going to pull up an affirmation for your self-love affirmation as well at the end. So this is actually telling me you have to just drop it there, okay? It's not going to be serving you if you keep pursuing that, because the smiling days are coming and you might actually not see the opportunities showing up. Another thing I feel here, there's a crowd surrounding you and you might be getting affected by other people's negativity. So being aware of that can be important as well. But there's crowd, like you're going to find yourself in crowded environments. Crowd doesn't have to be people surrounding you, finding yourself in like a rally or maybe even like a street fair. Can be something like that, but doesn't have to be specifically. Can be the TV or the social media. They're in our houses now, okay? The thing here is someone laying down. I see maybe like an older gentleman in your household, and there might be some things happening with this person because I felt like the inheritance energy here, or this can be someone who left you something. I see letter M, like Matthew. This can be like a Matthew mate. Mate is not a name though. Michael is a name. Yes. So give me something like that showing up here. That will actually lift up that like cloudy air, like that clouds over your head. Okay. Towards the last week, I have someone actually like guiding people. This can be your energy if you have the leadership a spirit, or maybe like that's what you do, you're leading people. That can be the time that leadership will be actually paying off, and maybe your guidance will even be a source of income for you. Okay, maybe that leadership, maybe like your therapist, that you're going to gain more people into your life. This can be through social media as well. And another thing I would like to mention is, let's get into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. What I would like to mention is I'm going to have one extra extended reading each month, and I'm going to put the membership program right here. A link, you can go ahead and check it out. And we have all signs reading for monthly, and you can see the details. And there are other like levels for, but yes. So go ahead and check that one out if you're interested. And that's like for a smaller circle. So it's going to be like a little bit more specific. And also, yeah, it's just going to be like a one extended reading each month that we're starting from February. And it's going to continue from that on. Okay, what we have here, if you have a specific question, desire, intention, hold it in your mind. And let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. Your energy field is intact and expanding, which is a positive thing. There are two different desires you have. They're coming back to back. But the thing is here, in your heart space, there's something back and forth that's pushed around. Maybe this is a thought, an idea that you have, okay, that you're not really executing. Maybe you're passing it on to people. The thing is here, if this is meant for you, you're going to start executing that because someone might grab it, because someone has resources there actually collecting ideas right there. I see here kind of like a warning sign, you know, that things that they use in the ships in the Titanic, that the movie that we see that they're shooting, like a warning. So this is before that. You might receive in the beginning of the second week or so a warning sign from someone. This can be coming from a friend. This can be like red flags that you're catching, okay? And this person can be someone, like, if that's what it is, if you want to sell your idea, it can be the thing as well. Because if you're a very creative person, if you keep coming up with very creative financial ideas, and maybe you are a broker, that's what they do actually. They have a very good feeling of the market. They know the trends, and I don't know if they're all successful, but they're good at math and they can like know statistics and such, and they give ideas to people and they help people make money. But like I said, not everybody is successful at what they do, but that's what they're supposed to be doing. So it can't, maybe you are somebody like that, giving great as broker, again, like real estate brokers as well. Like they know the market, and if they have like a customer like that they're helping all the time, they will do their best to help them benefit from their decisions. So it can be maybe you are in that position and you're selling the ideas to the people. There's a person showing up who has two heads. Two head can be symbolizing actually Gemini. Okay, so this person can be a Gemini coming into your life that maybe has like a double mind, but they want to make business. They're doing business, but they need ideas. Maybe that's what you're selling to them. And but there's something that is precious to you, I feel, because I see there's a dog right here. That's maybe is your special thing. Maybe you have been giving ideas or showing places to this person, but there's something special to you coming forward. Maybe you should just keep that to yourself. Okay, maybe that's something that will be your financial security future. I see a woman here. She has a microphone in her hand. Maybe someone actually speaking speaking to the crowds. If that's you, this can be something that if this is something that you do, you're actually helping people to create wealth for themselves. Maybe this is something that teaching it can be a resource of abundance as well. Okay, let's dive into your tarot now. If you have a specific question, desire, and intention, it's good to keep that in mind so we can get clear answers. Okay, we're gonna look into your current situation with money, and then we're gonna move on from that on. Let's see. We have the Nine of Swords, guys. What are you afraid of? The Nine of Swords is actually indicative of sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? Because I feel like this can be about thinking too much. Because Nine of Swords is intellectual energy, Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius energy. This can be already a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius there, overanalyzing, or someone pushing their fears onto you. And that's probably affecting your mental state at this moment when it comes to financials. And the thing is also affecting your actions as well. Okay, so this is looking like the current situation. But let's see, is there any other opportunities available to you? Page of Swords is actually coming forward. This can be again a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius coming forward to you to offer you something that you cannot reject. The thing is though, now I'm feeling two Libras, two air signs showing up, two air signs cards. Maybe there's someone actually scaring you off of a situation that doesn't exist, so they can offer to you. We're gonna see if we see any shady cards like Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. We're gonna see if that shows up, if that's the case. But the thing is, this can also be someone knowledgeable giving you the advice, opportunity, the idea, and telling you, okay, you know what, whatever is happening in your mind, it doesn't really have valid structure. It's not going to manifest itself. If you keep actually like focusing on the negative, that's all you're going to see. But let's see what else the resources we have here. Let's I feel like this can be something intellectual, by the way. Physical labor can be minimal, something that maybe you intellectually muster up, create out of your knowledge, out of your experiences, and go ahead with that. Can be a new book, maybe like teaching a class. Like there's actually even like websites that you can record your classes and sell those to the people. Maybe you know an extra language, maybe you can play an instrument. You can actually teach that to people in your own way, because sometimes, let me tell you, we have the King of Swords, guys, heavy intellectual energy coming forward here. Logic is very important this month around when it comes to your financials. And I would like to say, for example, like I said, if you have a skill and you're thinking, oh, there are millions of people teaching how to play a guitar out there. Let me tell you something. I actually have taken from many different teachers, tutors, guitar classes, and none of them, I couldn't, like, it just didn't make sense to me. I couldn't make it. But last year, I actually take classes from this teacher of mine, from like this government course that is free, that I went there, and he was the best music teacher I ever had. He was so good, like so practical, so like understandable, and like in 3-4 months I started even like reading the chords, playing the guitar. So like you might have that kind of a skill to teach people. Don't think of it like there are a million things out there. If an inspiration is coming to you, it has to go out from you, okay? And I feel like here intellectual approach is the key, rather than going down with the emotional pathway and saying, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it because of the fears. But how will the opportunities benefit you is from the page position, you're going to be upgrading to the king position, the decision making level, okay? And this can be in even at work. Maybe you have like a great idea that you want to present, but you're afraid it can actually fail or it can be rejected. This is basically suggesting you, it is going to take you from the page, like the apprentice level, to the teacher's level, okay? And like the master level. King of Swords is the master. He's stoic, logical. And final outcome is Three of Wands. You see the rainbow in the background, setting off to a new adventure, traveling, maybe like this can be even like an opportunity of travel coming forward, and like your plans that you have, maybe adventure plans that you're going to actually start to execute them, go after them, and the finances, the resources, and all that, whatever is needed at that moment. will be given to you, okay? When you take charge and taking the step of knowing that whatever that you have is a true gift. Let's get clarification. Coffin, the same thing came with the Cancer in the same spot, even though I shuffled it, as you can see here. This is actually Nine of Pentacles. You see this sign, this diamond is the Pentacles energy. This is indicative of 9. Now we have 2 nines, enlightenment, okay? From this fearful state to you're going to put that fear into bed. You're going to say, you know what? You're not needed here. You had to go. Okay, that's what's going to turn out to be your current situation because you're crossing the bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. 9 of Pentacles is actually enjoying your success, your wealth, your abundance that you're creating. And basically, bridge is telling me you're putting an end to that kind of like a negative thinking or negative events. Maybe even mental decision will actually start to erase them out of your life, or you're going to come up with the solutions for them when you start to think in the positive sense. When it comes to tree, your new idea that you follow up, or maybe the offers coming to you, will be planting something for the long term that you're going to be enjoying very much. And the most difficult part of a situation is over. We have 2 rainbows already, guys. So maybe the most difficult part of the situation was coming up with the idea, finding out where the new resource will come from. Soon as you actually grow, find that the tree coming forward here, it is going to be your long-term stability, financial security. We have again another 9. The bouquet of flowers indicates love, okay? Doesn't have to be love in the romantic sense, but the great passion that you will find. I feel like your King of Swords, you're going to be approaching with the situation logically, or this can be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius coming forward, a logical, stoic male character, mature, but not really emotionally attached to the situation, will be helping you to pursue this love, the great passion you have. How can this person help you? This can be a lawyer, this can be an accountant, this can be someone actually does the paperwork, knows the tricks and the tips of the industry or whatever the field that you want to advance, and they can show you the logical pathway while you are pursuing the passionate part of the things, okay? We have a letter, some good news coming forward, airmail, west, east. It says 2nd Street to June 2, 2013. It says a Shiha here as a name. Okay, we have a quill. Get back to the basics. Quill, always, whenever I see the quill, it just kind of reminds me of like writing your goals down, writing your vision down, okay, taking notes of it, and then one by one start planning it. And we think like, oh, I have written down, I didn't pursue it, I didn't follow it, now it's gonna fail. No. Change the date, rewrite it again to the next day, to-do list, make it again, because it's not the end of the world. You can pursue it again and again. It doesn't matter if you couldn't just do the thing. Another thing here is like my listing method, I come to realize that I write too many things on there, 10 things, and like nobody has that kind of like, usually if you are not working in an office, even if you're working in an office, like 10 different things, 10 very challenging things to do a day is not really humane, okay, to yourself. So what you can do is like 3 things, 3 massive main things, and all the other things that we're doing all day long is when you write down from you waking up to going to bed, that makes like 2-3 pages of things that you do all day. Anyways, we don't really count them as things, but those are mental work that we do. So, or some of them are like subconscious, like guide, like things that we do. But still, I feel like here getting back to the basics is very important. Starting anew, start planning, and then communicating with a letter. You might even receive some very useful letter in the mail. Keep that in mind. Another thing with the 3 of Wands energy, you might even like start to travel for a new opportunity coming your way, and this can be the planning stages of it, like applications, filling the paperwork, and that kind of a thing, the letters in the mail coming and going. Let's see with your oracle, setting boundaries, threshold, protection, and honor. Okay, beautiful. We have a lion, or like it's not exactly a lion, it's like a leopard, I think, on the background. This indicates leadership, so you have to lead, okay? You cannot lead from behind here. You have to take the charge. Setting boundaries is actually knowing that no is a complete sentence. You don't have to add anything to it. And if you do not want something, energetically. It doesn't have to be like a person initially, but energetically, if you don't want something in your life, say no to that, yes to the things that you want, even your mental thoughts that is going there. Threshold protection is actually if you're feeling like, okay, I am in danger with the Nine of Swords energy too, this is basically telling you you're not, you're safe, you're being protected, and you're even going to like receive the honor that like all the energies that you're putting into things, that you're going to receive that honorable mention, honorable treatment that you're deserving, worthy of. Let's see. Watermelon, have fun with your inner child coming forward. This is the color. Okay, watermelon is a very pinkish, and we have the green also involved here. This is your root chakra. Okay, the red is our root chakra actually. This can be your grounding yourself, like doing the things that gives you joy, the things that actually attach us to the planet Earth. The green is the heart chakra, your heart's desire. Basically, this is suggesting to have fun with your inner child. So doing things that is joyful is important at this moment for this month around, and it's time to nourish that child, because you know what it is when you get connected with that child and find out what they need, he or like whatever they need, when you find that out and give it to them, if they're in fear, like giving them the love. There's even like a butterfly tapping that you can like tap into yourself. There's like, you can find that it's an EFT method. When you relax that inner child and can actually accomplish anything on this planet, okay? And there's a suggestion here. Close your eyes and visualize yourself as a small child. Ask this small child what would be fun for you to do today. The child may say, I want to go out and throw a ball in the park. He or she may want to play a game, eat ice cream, or buy a toy. Listen and follow. Before you go to sleep, visualize this child surrounded in soft watermelon color as it rests peacefully, and say, Divine Intelligence, please assist me to connect to my fun, easygoing, enthusiastic nature so that I can spread joy and laughter wherever I go. Okay, you can actually do this daily, throughout the week, or throughout the month, and let's see what is going to be changing in your life with that. Let's pull up affirmation for the month. Okay, my home is a reflection of me, and I choose to make it a wonderful place to live. Okay, so if you're feeling like I don't really own a home, but you are living in a place, you have a space, even it's like a 1 square meter, this is actually going to change your, I feel like with the inner child work and like working on the outside will be affecting your financials. That's why it's coming forward here. I live and work in comfort and ease and beauty, and you can actually affirm this throughout the day, maybe 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, and that can actually create this environment for you, okay? Mentally initially, and then physically, you'll see the results. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.